It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Kerry Washington steams up the small screen with Scandal. Plus, modern-day matchmaker Paul Carrick Brunson answers all your relationship questions. And Chris Brown makes a drunken confessional video. Find out about his bizarre love triangle. Now, here's Wendy.
Great. We've got a terrific show for you. Plus, have you heard or seen the Chris Brown YouTube thing, the video about being in love with two women? Okay, we got to talk about this. Plus, Hulk Hogan is up against the ropes again, and this time that leaked sex tape, ugh. Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Everybody. So, first of all, I want to shout out to all the school teachers in our studio audience. All right, because this is the kind of mom I am. As of Friday, I'm planning for a 3-day weekend. I'm all about, okay, well, it's Friday. No, you can wait and do your homework on, Sunday afternoon. Then Monday you'll come to the show with us, so on and so forth. He says to me, Ma, we have school Monday. I said, no, you don't. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He sailed and sailed and sailed and sailed. There are sales at the stores. The Wendy show is going to be teachers in the audience, and you're staying home. Don't tell me. I was too embarrassed to call the school. And the internet, does it go down at your house just for a brief moment? So the internet was down. I couldn't log on to see, what the schedule was for the school. And so I just sat there like a dummy all weekend long. I was too embarrassed to call any of my mom friends. So instead, I just watched my phone all morning long. Like, is the boy gonna call? Is he at the bus stop by himself? Apparently, not everybody is off from school today. So, wow. But the banks and post offices aren't open. Here in New York, I think the overside of the street parking rules are in effect in all 5 boroughs. And we got all the teachers here. So, anyway. So, I hope you had a great weekend. Lifetime was the place to be this weekend on Saturday night. Keke Palmer's The Carlina White Story. Did you see it? It's really good. Keke did a really good job. Sherry Shepherd did a good job. They did a good job of telling that story. Thank you, Lifetime. Also, last night, Steel Magnolias. Did you guys watch? You liked it. Yeah. Yesterday was a big day. I slept until, late. And then I got up and there was a Bridezilla marathon on We. I hate big weddings, but I love that show for whatever reason. And so I watched that, and then the Housewives were on for a better part of the day. Yeah. It was New York, it was Miami, it was New Jersey, and then I switched over to Steel Magnolias, and then I had to go to Andy Cohen last night. I was in the clubhouse for Watch What Happens. Yeah. Which is live. So Andy goes on live at 11 p.m. By the time we got back to Jersey, it was like, 12:15. By the time I washed off my makeup and pulled off my lashes, it was 1 o'clock. But I feel great today. Anyway, so last night in the clubhouse, we dished all about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. They had the second part of their 3-part reunion. Oh, it was just a mess. I felt good because I was the only one in the clubhouse, so I was really able to get my point across, kind of. I mean, you don't want to say everything that you're thinking, just on account of, not everything. But Juicy Joe, Teresa's husband, was asked about the shady phone call where we heard him talking to somebody privately and he forgot the microphones were on. And it sounded like he could have been talking to another woman. But look, this scene was filmed so long ago. Joe, not for nothing, you had almost a full year to figure out what you were gonna say. When the reunion happened, you had a full year to make up your lie or your truth or your story or whatever, and instead, you sat there like a dummy. if you don't believe me, everyone, take a look at Juicy Joe, homina, homina, homina. Go ahead.
Who were you talking to? Albie. Excuse me? Why pretend to be speaking another language as a coworker?
It wasn't another language. What happened is he put my Spanish pizza guy on the phone. All right, because he was having a problem. So.
Look, I'm just calling it like I see it, Joe. I don't know what happened with your alibi, but it was very, very weak. And Andy did a poll of people watching. People think that Joe is a liar, and only 5% believe. All right, so anyway, the third part of the reunion happens next week, and then the verdict is out on whether we care about anybody from Jersey coming back, or maybe just a few of them. But one thing's for sure, the Judices need to get off reality TV and straighten up their personal affairs. Okay, so now the other big thing that happened this weekend is Chris Brown, this love triangle, and last week, we all know, we were following it here on Hot Topics for you, he broke up with his girlfriend, Karrueche, and this is after he was spotted with Rihanna. You remember, in and out of the bathroom at the nightclub, and at the Jay-Z concert and whatnot. So now Chris made a drunken confessional video, and I say that because he says he's tipsy. He also says that he's just leaving the club, yes? He's just leaving the club. He said he's tipsy. So anyway, he shared the video on Twitter where he has over 11 million followers. And he says that being in love with people is part of what's going on with him. He goes, I'm stressed out. When you share history with somebody, then you tend to fall in love with somebody else. It's kind of difficult. Is there such thing as being in love, as loving two people? I don't know if that's possible, but for me, I feel like that. I mean, it happens to people, until you sort it out. Like, personally speaking, I think that it's possible to think that you're in love with two people. However, as a grown woman, I know that it's not possible. It is not possible. You love people for different reasons, and you might love her, and you might love her, but for two different reasons, and only one is for the higher reason. There could be a close second place, but there is no tie in the race of love. That's all. So, I also believe that Karrueche was a placeholder until he got back with Rihanna or moved on to something more suitable. I think that sometimes people, it's not just young people, it's people, people who monkey bar from one relationship to the next and don't know how to sit down and get to know themselves and just chill. I think that Chris Brown might be one of those people, and I don't believe that he loves Karrueche the way he loves Rihanna. I think he might be talking a game now so that Karrueche doesn't think she was kicked to the door with her stuff put to the left. After all, Karrueche is the holder of the secrets that could get his probation violated. If there are those kind of secrets. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. That's all I'm saying. And all right, that brings me to my hot question of the day. I want to ask you. Hit it. I love this show. What you doing there, Doug? I dropped the card on the floor? Oh, okay. So, the hot question of the day. Do you think it's possible to love two people at the same time? I want to hear from you. Oh my gosh, okay, well, I'm going to start with the studio audience. Clap if you think it's possible. Clap if you thought it was possible when you were 23. Clap if now you know better. It is not possible to love two at once. Wow. Okay. I would love to hear from you. Go to our Facebook page, okay, wendyshow.com, and follow the arrow to Facebook, and I would love to hear. Okay, so this sex tape with Hulk Hogan has hit the internet. And I watched it not once, but 3 times. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I wanted to be sure that the person in the video is who I think it is, our friend to the show, Hulk Hogan. Okay, there's not a whole lot of sex going on, so let's cut that out. I mean, he's got a tan, and you see he wears a very small bathing suit from the back. You don't see anything in the front. You don't see like the act of sex in this particular video that's online. But what you do see is before they jump in bed and start doing the wild thing, Hulk's phone rings to one of Brooke Hogan's songs. His daughter. No. First of all, it's a canopy set in a beige bedroom, and there's sunlight pouring in the window, so it might have been an afternoon delight. Second of all, before Hulk does the wild thing, okay, he's got a bear behind, and the girl's in bed, and she's naked too. He says, hold on, this could be Nick. That's his son. He looks at the phone, he sees it's not Nick, and he puts the phone down. Okay, so then they proceed to have their sex. Well, it's all cut up. You don't see anything, but in my opinion, I'll just say in my opinion. In my opinion, this is definitely Hulk. There's only one person with that hairline and that hair color, brother. And who also happens to have somebody named Nick calling him up, who he's supposed to be meeting at midnight. He tells the girl, you know, I'm supposed to be meeting him at midnight. Who would have Brooke Hogan's music in the cell phone. So it might not be Hulk, but in my opinion, Hulk. No. Okay. Now you have to hear the rest of the story because it's pretty much of a cautionary tale to which Hulk is not the wrong one in this. Okay, so the video is rumored to be the ex-wife of Hulk's best friend, radio DJ Bubba the Love Sponge. Have you ever heard of Bubba? I've never met him, but coming from radio on account of, I knew that Hulk and Bubba always had, you know, a friendship and stuff. Well, apparently, this is Bubba's, I don't know whether it's his ex-wife or wife. All I know is that Hulk was the best man at their wedding. So at one point, Bubba was married to this woman. In the video, a man can be heard off the camera, like at the door, like looking over at the bed, but you know, off camera saying, "Do your thing, I'll be in the office." Hold on. Little does Hulk know, I don't think Hulk even realized that there was a tape recording device way up here, like on top of a bureau or something, taping the entire situation. So no wonder Hulk is not happy that this tape leaked. Hulk is threatening to sue. Sue for what though, Hulk? I mean, you were in this man's house. You're allowed to record what you want in your house. It's really crappy that somebody who calls themselves your friend would be taping something like this. And it's really stupid for men to think that if you share your woman, somehow it's not gonna all come back and bite you in the butt. Why do people share their partners willingly? Why does that happen? You know what I mean? Anyway, Hulk, I'm sorry to hear about what's happening with you, and I'm also sorry to hear about what's happening with your ex-wife, Linda. You heard about this, arrested for DUI. That's her DUI picture, though. Look at those eyes. All right, her rep says that Linda had a glass of champagne on an empty stomach. Allegedly, the champagne combined with her antibiotics, and I guess that's what made her all... Isn't any excuse better than none? I'm a little shocked only because, you know, on account what Nick went through, you know, with the car accident many years ago. Anyway, I'm sorry, Hogan family, I'm sorry to hear about what's going on with you guys again. Let's talk about the Jackson family. Okay. So now, according to this excerpt from a new book, the excerpt was in Vanity Fair magazine. It said the Jackson family made a mad dash to Michael's mansion as soon as he died, looking for the money. I don't want to believe it either, but it's my duty to share with you. Okay, look, Catherine, LaToya, and Janet are at the center of the allegations. Catherine. Janet wants to be paid back the $40 million that she put in for the reservation of the burial plot, $40,000, so she wants her money back. Catherine apparently called the nannies immediately asking where MJ kept his hidden stash of cash in the garbage bags, under floorboards. And allegedly, LaToya and her business partner, Jeffrey Phillips, put the bags in the garage. You know how you put things in the garage because when you get ready to leave the family house, you know what you do. You take, okay. So then the next day, they say that Janet, LaToya, and Jeffrey all showed up with a moving van. I'm not kidding. These are excerpts from a book. Right now, those excerpts are in Vanity Fair magazine. The family is denying these claims. I don't want to believe any of them, but you know, anything is possible with that family. And also, people become very different when money is involved. And I'll be following the story for you. But in other Janet news, reportedly, she's ready to walk down the aisle again. Yeah. Her billionaire fiance's name is Wasim Almana, AKA Was. I just think, is this your first time hearing about this relationship? We've been talking about this since okay, I'll explain better. We've been on it. We've been on it. Okay, look. So they've been dating for 2 years. He gave her a 15-carat engagement ring. Okay, let's just stop on the ring. Janet is not, to me, a girly girl who even cares about a ring. Like, she's been so used to diamonds and the good life all of her life that doesn't she seem like the type that would have a spiritual wedding, not a real wedding, and not wear like a ring, but maybe a nose ring or something like that, right? Anyway, a 15-carat ring that I've never seen her wear. He runs his family empire, which happens to be Armani Exchange. And believe me, that is side money compared to what the family's worth. I said they're worth billions. The wedding will reportedly cost $20 million. I don't see her having interest in doing a $20 million or $20 wedding. See, I see her having somebody over at the house, in the kitchen, at the island, reading a little scripture, and then you are officially married. Isn't he cute, but if you cut his mole off, you wouldn't recognize him? Do you know how some people are like that? Like Enrique Iglesias, like I can't pick him out of a lineup anymore because he got rid of the mole. And if Blake Lively gets rid of that mole, I won't know, she'll just be a random girl. Anyway, Was, keep the mole. Anyway, the wedding, supposedly, with these two, they want it to be in Qatar, which is a tiny Arab country. They want 500 guests, and each guest is going to get a $10,000 Rolex. That's better than that stupid net with those stupid colorful mints that you get at weddings. Anyway, you guys keep it here. We've got a terrific show for you. The beautiful and talented Kerry Washington is here. But up next, yes, she stars in that show Scandal. Oh, and we also have a special relationship edition of Ask Wendy with the sexy matchmaker, Paul Carrick Brunson. And, you know, Paul is on that show, Lovetown USA, on the OWN network. But up next, you guys, from In Touch Weekly magazine, Noah Levy is here, and he's got the inside scoop about Rihanna's family and what they really think about Chris Brown. You don't want to miss it. With the inside scoop and here with the juicy celebrity news from In Touch Weekly magazine. Please welcome back to our show, Noah Levy. How you doing?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Noah,
yes.
We were talking about the Jackson family and the money during Hot Topics. What do you know?
Well, all right, so here's the thing. I just reached out to our friend, LaToya Jackson,
yes.
who we love and adore.
She gets so offended, though, when we have to talk about her.
I know, it's true. And you guys who don't know her, she is the sweetest little angel in real life. She's pint-sized. She's a doll. So I reached out to her and her business manager, Jeffrey Phillips. Now,
That's the man in the picture.
It's true. And they're both very sweet people. I reached out to them before the segment, and they want you guys to know.
Okay.
All the allegations in the story are completely not true.
Okay.
They actually went to Michael's house after he passed away with the LA Police Department. There was no shady activity. They went there almost like 12 hours after he died.
Oh.
Everything was completely legal, and there was no garbage bags of money. There was no cash stolen. They didn't know where this came from. Unfortunately, things
Vanity Fair magazine, excerpts from a new book.
Yes,
Get 'em.
yes. So, you know, poor LaToya, she always is kind of in a scenario like this.
Yes.
But I think let's just leave the whole Michael thing alone, you know.
I'm glad that she was able to get back in touch with us, so we were able to say it and then bury it.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to Rihanna. And all right, she's back with Chris Brown. What does her family think? Do they really have an opinion?
Well, they do. You know, it turns out Ronald Fenty, who is Rihanna's father, In Touch reached out to him, and apparently, get this, Wendy, he approves. He approves. He says that Chris was a respectable young man, and that he wants the world to forgive him. Now, I have to play pop psychologist for a second
Boy,
here.
is that her father.
Yes.
Look from here up,
Jeez.
right? That's daddy's girl.
I know. Those are strong genes.
Yes.
Very strong genes. You know, I have to play pop psychologist here.
Okay.
Now, Diane Sawyer did an interview with Rihanna on 2020 where Rihanna revealed that her father actually beat up her mother and broke her nose.
I remember this.
Now.
And Chris Brown's mother was also a victim of domestic violence.
Exactly. And unfortunately, as we know, so many people that are victims of domestic abuse, they choose people that were like their abusers or like their parents that were abused.
Yeah, but there's somebody who has to break the cycle, Noah.
Exactly.
And that was
Somebody
supposed to be Ron Fenton.
It does.
But
And-
you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and I don't know this for a
Yeah.
fact, but sometimes if your
Yeah.
daughter is paying the bills, you just be quiet and you go along to get along.
I would say zip it.
No, you don't say zip it. You should, know.
I would say zip it to everyone else. Support your daughter and tell her not to be in a relationship like this. Bad news. I would say, young ladies out there, this is a message. Don't choose a bad guy like this. And fathers, protect your daughters.
And Rihanna is not the one you should be following in terms of your relationship.
Exactly.
I'm very disappointed that she's
Me
back with him,
too.
but whatever.
Me too.
Okay, let's talk about Christina Hendricks. This is another story. I'm glad. Thank you. Go.
Yes. All right. Now, Christina Hendricks, we love her because she's out and about, and she's a woman in Hollywood that has the atypical body type.
Yes.
We never see a woman like this. So she loves being called curvaceous and vivacious, but she did an interview with an Australian reporter, and she actually stopped the interview because the reporter around 3 times called her full-figured.
And the first time she stopped it, she gave the reporter the right to continue. I guess her publicist talked to her publicist to make sure that it wasn't going to happen.
It happened again. Then she's like, zip it, let's not do this again.
Yeah.
I think she was slightly annoyed because the reporter did the hourglass figure symbol. I think she's also annoyed that people talk about her body more than they talk about her talent. My whole saying is the fame doesn't last forever. At least they're talking about you, and you can call me whatever you want as long as you don't call me late for dinner. Seriously.
But you know, I thought, you know, as a woman, I thought that full-figured was politically correct and it was better than saying fat. And she's not fat, but I'm just saying, you know, it's like,
I don't think full-figured is bad. I think it sounds sexy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, thank you, Noah. Great stories as usual. Be sure to pick up your copy of In Touch Weekly magazine. It's on newsstands now. Up next, the beautiful and vivacious Kerry Washington is here. With our first guest as the leading ladies in the hit movies Ray and The Last King of Scotland, and now she's starring as the no-nonsense political fixer Olivia Pope in ABC's hit show Scandal. Take a look.
The man should get to take a vacation.
Yeah, at his ranch, behind gates, where the public can't see how rich he is.
He's the leader of the free world. He's not supposed to be successful. He's supposed to be poor.
Man of the people.
Man of the people. Name me one.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
He was on a yacht, Cyrus. It had a crew of 14 and was trailed by a Coast Guard vessel housing 8 Secret Service agents and a special diving team in case he fell overboard. The economy is in a free fall. People are hungry and jobless. They don't want Donald Trump. They want
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Please welcome the lovely and talented Kerry Washington. These are my co-hosts, and they really do know how to get the party started. Okay, it was about maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, I told you I was at an Essence luncheon, and from across the room, I saw Kerry, and...
We met eyes.
We met eyes.
Yes.
And when you smiled, I knew eventually you would be here.
Of course.
I can't remember whether you gave me a how you doing. But
can I tell you, all week in the hair and makeup trailer at Scandal, all week, everybody's been like, how you doing? Because they knew that I was coming, and everybody's such a fan of the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And everybody here is a fan of your show. You were at the Emmys.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Kerry. Well, you're home. You're a Bronx girl.
Yes, I'm a Bronx girl. My parents are actually back in my green room in the dressing room
Do they-
watching. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Now, do they live still in the Bronx?
Yes, they're in the Bronx. My dad grew up in Brooklyn. My mom grew up in the Bronx, so they are real New York kids.
Yes. So when you come here, do you have like old friends who are still here? Do you hit the nightclubs?
Well, I'm not a big club girl, but yeah, my best friends from junior high school and high school, one of them's with me today because now she runs my whole digital media world, all the online stuff.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I just, I believe in keeping in touch with friends and family. It keeps you grounded,
Well, those
right?
are the people who knew you before you
That's
were Kerry
right.
Washington.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't care about the red carpet stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Well, speaking of which, you always dress very beautifully, and Kerry just came from the Emmys looking gorgeous. What I want to know, because you're an A-list actress, how do you prepare for the award shows? For instance, does your stylist bring 7 dresses to your home? And
Yeah, I'm really lucky because, on Scandal, sometimes we work 17-hour days. So I need help choosing stuff. I also love it. I love to go online and look at all the different fashion shows when I have the time and pick out stuff I like. But I have an incredible team of people who help me. My stylist, Erin Walsh, and hair and makeup people who just really help me to make this happen. Because I am a firm believer it takes a village.
Yeah.
Not just to raise a child, but to have a red carpet moment.
It's beautiful. But you've got good bones, you've got gigantic doe eyes and lips that other girls pay for. Right?
Thank you. I'm glad that my parents are here watching because those applause are for them. I'm lucky that they got it on and that the DNA happened.
That they got it on.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, they did.
So congratulations on the 2nd season of Scandal.
Thank you.
We've been a fan since we heard about the show. And the interesting thing about Kerry is that, she's the first Black woman to star in a network drama since 1994.
1974.
Excuse me, 1974. What was the drama back then?
The drama back then was Diane Carroll's show.
Julia?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, do you feel pressure?
I don't feel pressure. I actually feel like the pressure is on you guys. I feel like the pressure is on the audience because we will have more shows that represent different kinds of people if we all stand behind it and show up and watch those shows. So I'm really happy. Like, the fact that Scandal has a 2nd season means that we now live in a world where we want our lead actors, we want our heroes, we want our protagonists to be all different races and genders, socioeconomic backgrounds, gay, straight, all of it.
Yes.
All of it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, Kerry's character was having a really steamy affair with the president.
Yes. Just on the show.
On the show.
My character.
Sorry, Michelle.
Yes. In real life, never.
Yes, never that. Now it ended at the season finale.
Yes.
Will the affair pick up?
Well, we, as you can see, Olivia is really trying to do the right thing. Olivia and Fitz, they're really, really trying to do the right thing. But there's a strong draw there. There's a strong pull between them, so.
The sex scenes in the affair is very steamy. Very steamy. Yeah. Is that, and I like to find this out from actors and actresses.
Yes.
Is that a lot of pressure for you to be so steamy with the crew and everybody around?
Honestly, I feel like those are I love my job so much. I would do my job for free for the rest of my life because I love it.
Yeah.
Those days feel like work because it's awkward. It's really uncomfortable. You're doing something that's supposed to be so private and so intimate with somebody that you don't feel that way about.
Yeah.
In a room full of other people.
in real life is the actor
and
that plays
he's
president.
lovely and very handsome and very sexy, but he's not my personal boo.
Yes.
And so it's weird. And there's all these people standing around telling you where to stand and blotting keeping you not looking shiny. It's just awkward. It's so awkward.
Or making you sweaty for the time when you're supposed to be.
It's all so
sweaty.
strange.
Now, do you have a personal boo?
I don't talk about my personal life publicly. You looking for clues?
Yes, I was.
She started looking for signs.
Look, because you coiled up. So I'm thinking, well, maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't talk about my, yes, I just don't.
No, I understand. I understand. We have to keep reading the magazines. We'll talk on hot topics. No, so look. So Jennifer Lopez is also from the Bronx.
Yes.
And
from my hood.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
You got to drink the water in my neighborhood. It's really good water. No. Yes, we went to actually the same Boys and Girls Club of America, the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club in the Soundview neighborhood.
She talks about that a lot.
Yeah, and so Jennifer was one of the big girls, and I remember, like, she had this fantastic, beautiful dance with our dance teacher, Larry. It was before she moved off to LA.
Right.
And, you know, we were all like these little girls in the wings watching. There was actually a section of her dance we weren't allowed to watch because it was like too racy.
Right.
Who knew? And so I actually had the opportunity recently, we were shooting a public service announcement for the Boys and Girls Club of America, and I got to say to her, you know, I don't know if I would have had the courage to believe that this was possible if she hadn't blazed this trail.
Was she gracious?
Yes, lovely.
Was she with Casper?
No.
Okay, all right, just asking.
I love that you just asked me that.
Okay, but listen.
I don't know, she wasn't. She was with her team, you know.
Oh, her team,
Her glam squad.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She rolls deep.
Yeah,
I like that.
they clear, yeah.
I bring my parents so that I try to increase my numbers when I roll.
Look, you guys keep it here. Up next, we've got more questions for Kerry. Look, we're going to learn a few things about her that we've never known before. We're going to play a game of Fave 5. Don't worry, you're going to love this game. Keep it here. We'll be right back. So I was talking all through the commercial. Our guest today, Kerry Washington, I was telling her that when her movie comes out with Jamie Foxx, they're reuniting for an upcoming movie called Django Unchained.
Yes.
And
it's the new Quentin Tarantino film.
Quentin Tarantino. So when that movie comes out, you have to come back.
Of course.
Because our conversation is not done.
No.
Like, I like you.
No, I agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
And now the shoe cam, because I've been looking. Those are gorgeous.
They are Brian Atwood's.
Love.
And let me tell you, honestly, when I was putting this outfit together, I was like, special attention to the shoes. Because we have a shoe cam that we must represent for.
Thank you, Kerry.
Yes.
Okay, you ready to learn more about Kerry? I love this game. It's called Fave 5. Hit it. Okay. Kerry Washington?
Yes. Oh, I get the serious.
Yes.
For real. Look at the bling on the glasses.
I'm from Jersey. I like everything shiny and sparkly and gaudy. Okay, number 1. Who is your favorite person to follow on Twitter?
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, there is an actor on our show named Josh Molina. He plays my nemesis, David Rosen.
Yes.
And he's hilarious on Twitter. He's so mean and awful to everyone, including his own children. It's kind of brilliant and wonderful. Yeah, he's great.
Okay, question number 2, Fave 5. After a long day at work, what's your favorite way to relax and luxuriate when you get home?
You know what? I really enjoy walking my dog.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a little, she's super cute. She's a Shih Tzu Yorkie.
Yeah.
And I just like to be able to get some fresh air and do something nice for her, and yeah, so
What's her name?
Josie.
Nice. Is she allowed on the furniture?
I have to say it like that, Josie.
Because she's cute?
She's so cute. Yes, she is allowed
on the furniture.
Yes.
I
Not
love
the
that.
bed, though, till the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, number 3. What is the name of your favorite childhood boy band?
My first concert ever was to see Menudo.
Menudo!
Madison Square Garden, Menudo.
At Madison Square. Okay, number 4, on The Cosby Show.
Yes.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, Claire Huxtable. Claire Huxtable. I mean, she was like the first woman I can remember of my childhood that was smart and beautiful and strong.
Yes.
And so it was such a dream come true to work with Felicia Rashad and for Colored Girls.
Got you.
That was such a dream come true.
Yes, right.
Oh my God.
Okay. We call this game, Fave 5, but we actually have 6, so...
Bonus question!
Just rock with us.
Okay.
Number 5,
Yeah.
on a cheat day, what's your favorite food to indulge in? And we're foodies here, so anything goes, including bacon.
Wow, bacon's amazing. You know, I have to say popcorn.
With hot sauce?
Popcorn, sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yes.
my
And I like the air pops.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I had a feeling that Shonda Rhimes, who is the creator of our show, she also did Grey's
Right.
and Private Practice. I thought maybe she hid a camera in my house because this season on Scandal, Olivia Pope drinks red wine and eats popcorn.
Oh,
and
that's
I was
a
like,
good
oh my
snack.
gosh, she's watching me.
And
Yeah.
the last question,
Yeah.
who's your favorite style icon?
Oh.
Somebody that we know, so we can say, ooh.
Yeah, you know, I think one of the people that really inspires me is Diane Carroll, old school, elegant, gorgeous.
She's a friend to the show. I love Miss Carroll.
love
You know, I
Miss
was
Carroll.
Julia last Halloween. That was when I was Julia. Exactly.
But I also, can I have another since you took another?
Okay.
I think Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Because she dresses for herself.
She takes it there
She's
for her.
brave.
Keep the claps going. This is our friend Kerry Washington, everybody, and Scandal. Her hit show airs Thursday nights at 10 on ABC. Keep it here. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for Ask Wendy and Paul. It's the relationship edition. So I'm here with author and relationship coach from OWN's Lovetown USA TV show. Please welcome to our show, Paul Carrick Brunson. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. You know, we talked in Hot Topics about Chris Brown and saying that he's in love with 2 people at one time. Is that possible?
I think the first question is you have to decide, what does love mean? What does it mean? I always think it's 3 parts, right? 1 is friendship, 2 it's about romance, but 3 it's about commitment. He doesn't have commitment in these things, so he's in like.
He's in like.
He's in strong, I like you.
So for the rest of us, do you think that it's possible to be in love with 2 people at once?
You know, I heard what you're saying, Wendy, and respectfully, I disagree.
Okay. Oh, no, it's okay.
And here's the reason why is because
He disagrees with you too, because we all said.
I'm sorry, y'all. But here's the thing: is that I think love is an action. Love is a behavior.
Yeah.
And you can love more than one person. Now, we do prioritize.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
There's only one number 1 spot.
Oh, yeah, my wife is like,
Yeah, dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun
That's
dun
it.
dun dun dun.
Or I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we can love more than one person.
Okay. All right. Very well. Now let's take a question from our studio audience. Who's first? Come on over. How you doing? I'm doing well. So, what's your name and how can we help?
My husband and I have been together for about 10 years, and I've caught him multiple times creating online accounts to speak to other women. And he says he's never met up with anybody, but I'm not really sure how to believe him, so I don't know.
Okay. Oh. You got the stats?
Yeah, I got this stat. I'll tell
Okay.
you what, here's the deal. Is that right now, online is the number 3 way that people break up. Online, number 3 way. And he's already crossed the emotional barrier with you. You can't trust him. Bottom line, can't trust him.
And my opinion is you can't trust him, A, and B, it's possible that he hasn't physically been with any of these women, but he's dangling that carrot and it's only a matter of time. So you have to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to handle it. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Thank you
Okay.
both.
All right, you're welcome. All right, our next question. Hi. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well.
My name is Pamela. Hi, Paul.
How you doing, Pamela?
Well, I just recently got married, and I have a dilemma.
Yep.
I'm in a dilemma. I am still carrying my first husband's name, and I've been carrying this name for the last 30 years. Me and my husband currently now, we talked about it, and he said that he would love for me to change my name, but it's up to me. So I'm just wondering, should I change my name just to please him or to make him happy, or should I keep my current name?
All right, I want Paul to answer first, but I also wanted to find out from you, are you divorced or is he deceased?
I'm divorced.
Okay, and
Okay.
the children's name is his last name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good questions. Here's the deal, is that to be successful in any relationship, you have to be able to negotiate. Negotiate. You have to pick your battles. This is one where I say, change the name.
It's a lot of
Change the name.
paperwork.
Oh, Wendy!
Oh,
Wendy!
she's a woman of a particular age. That's a lot of
Exactly.
paperwork.
tell you
And
what,
her
but-
kids
For the
got the
last
name.
30 years.
Acceptance in a relationship. Yes.
I'm like you, Wendy. Oh,
Acceptance.
You know what okay, so he says change it all the way, whether it's your Visa card or whatever. And I say,
Change it.
keep your name on your taxes and your Visa card and whatever else you got going on. But for the purpose of going to, you know, the Alpha Formal or whatever, make sure that they address everything Mr. and Mrs. if his last name is Smith, Lindsay.
Yes.
And they call you Jan Lindsay. And, you know, but all that paperwork now.
It's a lot of
I
paperwork.
don't think so.
Thank you.
Relationships are hard work.
Yes, we know, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. You were
All right.
fabulous.
Thank you,
guest.
Wendy. Thank you.
Everybody, Paul's new book is called It's Complicated, but it doesn't have to be. It's in stores as of Thursday. But he bought a copy for everyone in our studio audience. Keep it, everybody. Up next, another brave Wendy watcher cuts their hair for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Keep it here. Thank you, Paul. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Wendy Hair Drive for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where Wendy viewers donate their hair to make wigs for breast cancer patients. Now, I'm here with celebrity hairstylist Lena Arrojo.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Lena.
How you doing?
And today, how you doing?
Hey.
And so she's putting the hair in the fastener. Today, she's cutting hair donor Victoria Greenan's hair. Victoria told me during the commercial that she's been growing her hair for 6 years, yes?
A little over 6 years. I had it all throughout college, and now I think it's time to grow up a little bit.
Well, no, long hair is good, but you're donating for a really good cause. All right, we should probably get started with the cutting,
get going.
Lena. And drum roll, please. Now, whose hair do you, in the celebrity world, do you want once your hair is shorter?
Very similar to Nicole Richie's, I think.
Like an edgy bob?
Yep.
Nice. Nice. Oh, it's almost gone.
Edgy Bob.
Edgy bob, you got it. How does it feel?
It feels great!
Wait, take your bobby
the
pin
bobby
out
pin.
and then slink it in your eye, sexy like it's Saturday night. Ow, ow. If you want to be a part of our hair drive, Wendy's hair drive, go to wendyshow.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Good job. Welcome back. I want to congratulate my after-show web producer, and he just takes care of the whole web here, Tristan Zimmerman. He got married over the weekend, and believe it or not, he met his wife, Margot, in our studio audience during Ask Wendy. So anything is possible here at Wendy. Good luck, you two. I want to thank today's guests, Kerry Washington, plus Paul Carrick Brunson. Thank you for being here. In Touch Weekly's Noah Levy, and of course, my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow on the show, the very handsome, very smart Donnie Deutsch, plus E-News' Jason Kenney's going to break down the most anticipated movies of the fall. And we'll have the star of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Alexandra Dario. I love you for watching. See you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.